Good evening. Here we are in the first week of July, and already we've had another near drowning. It happened earlier this evening at the Don Valley Hotel. A 23-year-old man was pulled from the water. He's expected to be okay. This is the same pool where a boy died last weekend. In fact, there have already been 7 drownings just in the last week alone. 2 boys died in an apartment pool. A father and son drowned after their boat sank in Lake Huron. 2 teens were pulled from that hotel pool we just showed you, with one dying. A man from Orillia drowned, and a teenager from Bradford lost his life in a swimming pool. All this happened in the past week. The best swimmers say this can easily be prevented.
The first thing you want to remember is to try not to panic.
Well, later in the newscast, we'll hear more from that accredited lifeguard with information you need to know if you plan on swimming this summer. There are lots of jobs which are not pleasant in the heat, but few compare with firefighting. This evening, crews were busy with a 4-alarm blaze on Donlands Avenue. The fire engulfed 2 semi-detached homes which had to be gutted. No word yet on the cause. The fire marshal is said to be investigating. The blaze broke out at 6:15 this evening. Fortunately, there were no serious injuries. It happened so fast, people didn't see or hear very much, just a couple of gunshots which took a man's life and put Toronto's 2010 homicide count to 27. Tonight, police are on the hunt for a gunman and a career criminal who is well known to authorities. Ben Rodriguez has more.
Paramedics worked feverishly inside a car wash bay.
The Toronto Police Services Board has decided that there will be an independent review into how local police handled the G20 summit protests. As Chris Stinson reports now, the review has already had its fair share of critics.
On the day, Toronto police began taking down.
The OPP's deputy commissioner is being promoted.
As a boy from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, that joined the OPP and went to Kapuskasing.
The Premier named Chris Lewis to replace outgoing Commissioner Julianne Fantino. Lewis has been a member of the OPP for 32 years, working his way up through the ranks. He served across the province in a wide variety of frontline and specialized positions. Lewis is going to be the 13th OPP Commissioner in the service's 101-year history. A walkabout by Queen Elizabeth at Queen's Park lasted less than half an hour today, but the memories for those who got close to the monarch and were able to speak with her will last a lifetime. Kesavan Balasingham has more.
It's not often a television camera can get this.
There was confusion and tragedy in Afghanistan today as a friendly fire incident killed 5 soldiers with the Afghan National Army. The troops were on a mission when NATO aircraft fired on them without warning. Afghan officials condemned the incident, saying they hope this will be the last of its kind. It's been a day of deadly sectarian violence in Iraq during a major Shiite festival. At least 40 people have been killed in a series of car bombs and mortar attacks around the country. 9 people were killed in Baghdad, and many more died just north of the city as the result of a large car bomb going off. Shiite gatherings and festivals are targeted by Sunni insurgents. Violence, however, is down from its peak from 7 years ago. It makes a Cold Wartime story that much more mysterious. Those alleged Russian spies caught in the U.S. may be let go and sent home in a swap. The brother of a Western spy being held in Russia met the media today and said that his brother is going to be sent back to the UK. In exchange, the 10 Russians being held in the U.S. are going to be sent back to Russia. The men and women were arrested last month on charges they were deep cover agents posing as regular, everyday citizens. A 5-year battle for a Toronto family is finally coming to a close thanks to the help from our very own Ken Radicott. We'll have that story after the break. Thanks, Tom. According to a state of claim filed, which is part of a $2.45 million lawsuit against Williams, it says the woman was sexually assaulted and she feared for the life of her and her daughter. It also says she's been suicidal, dealing with drug and alcohol issues since the attack. Now, it also alleges that Williams' wife was involved in the fraudulent transfer of Ottawa real estate in an effort to defeat the victim's claims against Williams. But none of these allegations have yet to be proven in court. Tom, back to you.